Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, thank you for being here, and let's do a daily check-in for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine collective. I've been MIA for a couple of days, still continuing my tour around Europe and spending quality time with friends and family, people dear near to me who I haven't seen for several years now. Alright, so this will be a regular check. Next week I'm still going to be traveling, but I'll have a little bit more time on my hands, so contact me if you'd like to get a personal reading, whether it's through the email or you can go directly to my website, mindfulbamboo.com, and order your reading over there. Alright, so let's get started. As always, I'm going to start with an oracle card. Today I've got the Angel Therapy deck. So let's get a card of advice for each of the twin collectives. First, we'll get one for Divine Feminines watching. You know, the last reading I posted was about the full moon in Sagittarius with super moon. It still is actually, like the energy is definitely very strong in the air. We can definitely see it in the sky. It's pretty majestic. I'm in Malta right now, and last night we were actually doing a ferry ride late at night, and it looked amazing. So yeah, you can actually feel that power, you know, that energy, that mystery, that something that makes you think. So anyways, if you are wondering what that full moon is about, check out my last reading on my channel, and let's see what's going on with the energies right now. So for the feminines, the card is ear chakras. Notice messages as appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Wow, so this is the clear audio skills that we're being asked to turn on or tune into. And just so you know, if you're thinking, well, I'm actually clairvoyant, or I don't know, I'm more kinesthetic kind of person, but we all have all of the clairance, like the clairs. We all have all the clairs. It's just that they're developed differently, or some of them are easier for us to pursue than others. So yeah, have a listen, quite literally. Okay, so I started saying next week I'll have a little more time on my hands, so I will do more thematic readings. I'll do Divine Masculine check-in. I'll do probably as an ancestor message as well. I might also do pick a pile or pick a card kind of reading. We'll see what happens. Earth Angel for the masculines. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love, which essentially is the twin flame part of the journey as well. Right? The more practical sense. So I'm getting the masculines to really get into the point where they feel like they've had so much experience in relationships, you know, understanding love, what it means, what, you know, the way it manifested in their life so far, and where they want to take it, right? That's essentially the background that we get to then doing the light work within this space and teaching others about it, sharing your own story, and not just a story as if like a chain of events, but also the learnings, the insights. So masculines, if you're watching, this is a time of you to really tune into your experience. And with the full moon energy, you may say, okay, some things have worked, some things haven't worked at all. I made mistakes, I attracted people who aren't good for me, like all of that, right? But it's time to process that, to get that out of your system, to get closure, to release it. That's the essence of the full moon, right? It's helping you do that, so why not? That's why it was there, for you to do the necessary healing, the necessary learning, and let it go. Okay, let's do the usual spread. Bottom of the deck, King of Coins. Yes, so we're now looking at applying our experience into what we want to do next. And that actually aligns very much with the new cycle post the full moon, right? Because we're now seeing like, okay, so I've done some learning, I've done some healing. What does it mean to me in my everyday life, in the way I prioritize certain things, in my relationships, right? What kind of changes, practical changes do I want to make now? Clarifiers. Oh my god, the Eight of Pentacles here, right? Exactly. The work that I can do, the steps that I need to take to make it work. All right, so for feminines, we have Queen of Cups in reverse, clarified by Knight of Cups. So the feminine doesn't want to be the only person sharing the love or expressing the love, whether it's towards DM or other people, right? They definitely want to get messages of love too, right? To be recognized, to be nurtured, to be catered for, taken care of, right? There's nothing bad there. A lot of times our society teaches us that it's selfish, it's weak, right? But this is the time when feminines feel like they've done so much that they deserve to, you know, sit back and relax and get the universe express love, whether it's specific people or events, synchronicities, whatever it is, they're ready for it. Wow, for masculines, we have the Lovers and another King of Pentacles. We just saw it in the general energy underneath. And now it's saying that if before choosing a certain path of love kind of meant for the masculines that they couldn't get realized as in their masculine self, right? In the practical way, again, to achieve something, to get a name, to have freedom to do what they wanted, right? To have the resources for themselves, if anything. Now, like, they saw that the relationship could actually limit those opportunities for them, especially this one, the twin connection, right? Because it's one of the I don't want to say essential, but it's one of the elements that you have in the twin flame journey. When there is a part of the contract like that, there is something that doesn't seem to align on the surface, right? It could be a big age difference, could be people are at long distance from each other, right? There's something that seems like is a deal breaker, like this is not a good idea. But now they're seeing that around, they're seeing how making the choice in love, choosing love, actually enables them to have more resources, or at least to have everything they have, and have more inspiration and understanding, knowledge of how to use those resources, how to make the most out of their life, to enjoy it, to multiply them, to share, you know, to do more and be more. Lovely. But also, Lovers are also the symbolize the sign of Gemini, and we are in the season of Gemini now. So yeah, that energy is actually very strong, and you know, Lovers make us think about romantic love right away, and the artwork supports it, but it's actually a lot of times about, or primarily about, making choice in love, making choice to go with the path of love rather than fear, rather than a shortcut. What's the additional question for today? We have Three of Swords clarified by King of Cups. So the twins are contemplating how the heartache has prevented them from expressing themselves, from being themselves, right? Like how past failures actually stopped them from following their dreams or speaking up about their feelings. What do the feminines need to know about this? Seven of Cups clarified by Four of Swords. Yeah, that you have all the options in the world still, right? But you need to come at it from the place of rest and balance, not from a place of heartache, because you'll also, that void will also always be additional filter to what you're seeing and to the decisions you're making, right? So it's very important to you know, get back to basics, realign, ground, and then, you know, fairy tale is at your doorstep. Whatever that is for you, really. I love that in this deck, Seven of Cups looks like that. Like Disney World picture was the castle. For the masculines, we have 10 of Coins and the Lovers again. I mean, I can't make it up. So masculines can see, again, I mean, there is this connection between the Lovers card and the Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and there is this connection between the Lovers and the Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, which in this case also has a guy with Pentacles, right? It's almost their repetition here, but it's reaffirming the message that the masculines can see how the heartache has prevented them from achieving happiness, abundance, success. It's not love itself, right? It's not the fact that they were in a relationship. It's not the it's not the desire to be in a relationship with someone and share their life with someone. It's the way that story played out and that heartbreak that caused challenges, that caused them to close off, that caused them to believe that maybe this just isn't for them. Like a lot of masculines actually contemplating, like, do I need a long-time partner at all? Like, you know, it's been so tough. Maybe I'm just better off on my own and I'll have all my pentacles for myself, right? But this is them understanding that when you move beyond heartache, when you heal enough to be stronger and, if anything, have that love in your heart for yourself first of all, and then be able to attract the right person and have a healthier, more authentic experience with them, then this only multiplies. It doesn't take away from it. It's not like a person is gonna take that away from you or your freedom or whatever it is, right? Pentacles doesn't have to be about money. It's that they make it better. It's like the chocolate sprinkles on top of an ice cream, or a cherry on top of an ice cream. How are the feminine seeing the connection at this time? We have Four of Coins clarified by the Tower. Alright, so feminines feel like they've been holding the fort. They've been trying to do their best, and they've been trying not to focus on the state of this connection, which didn't seem great, right? Like, it's like, okay, I can do it. I just need to make it through. I just need to keep going. That kind of vibe. But there is a Tower moment that's on the way. That's what I'm hearing from the feminines, where change in the dynamic is coming your way. Of course, it will be different for each of you. This is a collective reading. But what I'm getting is that you won't be at exactly the same place. Like, if it felt for you that it's been a plateau for a while, it's gonna take off, and this is gonna be a breakthrough, right? Maybe in a surprising way, maybe something that you didn't anticipate, the way it played out, the message that you get from your DM, the way your life changes, and it changes the setting for this relationship. I don't know, maybe if let's say the difference in income was a problem, because one person was making considerably much more, or maybe your DM, let's say your DM was making a lot less than you did, right? Maybe that was a deal breaker, seemed like it, right? And now the Tower moment will be that something will happen with your income that you'll actually get to the same place where they are, or the other way around, they get suddenly inheritance or something else, and now they are at the same level as you. And you never imagined that. Like, you imagine that that you both will accept that the things are like that, and it will be fine, but it actually solved itself this way, and now it's not a problem anymore, just like that. For masculines, we have Page of Coins clarified by Karma or Judgment. So masculines see that there's a lot of karma playing out that's getting them to have a more humble look at the connection, at their divine feminine, and at themselves, like in a good way, you know, without arrogance, without judgment. More like, okay, so we've been through a lot, and you know, maybe I shouldn't judge myself by the mistakes I've made in the past. I should get myself a new beginning, should give myself a chance in this connection. Or if masculines have been judging their feminines, then the message is that it's not, you know, like you can't really make judgment of the entire person by a specific event or a couple of conversations. There's so much that you don't know, right? Like this my god, I want to say, yeah, the eclipse, like this eclipse in this card specifically, we have an eclipse, right? So there's something that's hidden. The sun is hidden in the you're missing some info, you're missing some input. So instead of just making assumptions, it's important to be open and to learn what is out there, to have more empathy and kindness towards the situation or towards the person in general. Okay, I think we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet.